welcome to another edition of Digital Live. I'm over here, my buddy. How you doing, Gideon?
Oh, all right. How you doing today?
Hello, Robert Tucker, JPP's here. Where's everybody else? You got a few people down there. With Donna, with Nikki B, Jessica, what everybody? Hey. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Disney Trivia Live.
Hey, look, a view can drop.
Which we play Disney Trivia Live. My name is Jimmy Mosley. This is my son, Gideon.
Hi.
I am the co-founder of Laughing Place and the co-founder of Gideon. I can say that because Mom's not here today. I used to say that all. I used to say that all the time. I'm the co-founder of Laughing Place and the co-creator of Gideon. But Mom said,
Dad turned us to no. Kyle said 0.25. Also, what if Mom's watching?
She's long asleep unless she changed her mind. In which case, honey, you didn't hear what you thought you just heard. You're tired. You're tired. I talked to her on the way home. She's dead. Not literally, but figuratively.
Gio thinks he'll turn off the fast forward feature.
Jessica's like, I didn't know I could do that on live videos. That was awesome. Because, she watches everything at double speed.
But he turned it down slower. Opposite. As what Jessica wouldn't do.
Right. I'm just saying she saw that and was excited because she thought she could watch a live video at double speed. And she realized that makes no sense. Remember when I used to worry about getting a live baseball game?
This guy wouldn't watch baseball on his phone. Like if he's at a baseball game, he wouldn't watch the game on his phone to have like a better view because he was afraid the screen would spoil what's going to happen in the game.
True story. True story.
Yes. That's scary.
Briefly, then I realized how little sense that made.
Little? What do you mean little? You realize the screen is showing what's happening on the field. It can't predict it.
But for a brief moment. All right, some actual hellos. Fred Ramirez, nice to have you. Gio is here. Always nice to have Gio live in the studio.
Well, he's not in the studio.
Live in the chat. RT Robert Tucker, JPP.
It'd be fun if we had the players live in the studio.
I would love that. Anyone wants to play live today?
It'd be fun if we had the players live in the studio.
What does the hitting mean?
It'd be fun. Are we doing that?
Okay, one more time.
It'd be fun if we had the players live in the studio.
Well, actually, Gideon, on Sunday at Dayton, Disneyana, we are going to be doing a live edition of Disney Trivia Live, and you are invited as my special guest as long as you pay the fee, and I don't know what it is. So just go to DaytonDisneyana.org if you're anywhere in that vicinity.
Dayton, Ohio.
Yes, Dayton, Ohio, and get a ticket. It's all for charity. I don't get none of it, believe me. It's all for charity. And then you can come to play DTL Live, which we're really excited about. Tomorrow I get to decide exactly what that means, because obviously you can't do it the exact same way because they're all in the room. So
you get to have a little bit of fun.
It's got to be fun. It's going to be great. Yeah, lucky Dayton. They are lucky. They're lucky to have us. I say hello, Kyle. Hello, Cruise Ship Kevin. Hello, Gio again. Hello, Austin Henry. Still don't see any Donna. Still don't see any Jennifer Sharward. Don't see any Jessica and family. But let's hope at least some of them are out there. All right. So we're going to play trivia with you. But before we do, warning. Rebecca's already in Dayton. We are unsupervised. All right. Let's look at the rules video.
Hello there, and welcome to Disney Trivia Live. We're about to start our contests, but first, let's quickly go over everything you need to know for how to play our simple online trivia game. First off, there are two screens you will need to see, this live stream and the trivia program you will use to answer. On computer, you can just put the two windows side by side, but on other devices, you may have to use your imagination. If you're playing by yourself, you can put our show on an iPad or something and play on your phone. Or if you're hosting some trivia party with friends, throw us up on your TV and let everyone play on their phones. Oh, and not the old-fashioned type of phones. You'll need a phone that can run websites. Websites like LP Quiz! LP Quiz is a custom trivia program written by this guy for use specifically for this show. All you have to do is go to lpquiz.com and type in the 4-digit code you will give when it's time to play the game. Then just pick a name and you're good to go. Now the quizzes are simple. Questions come up, you answer. The faster you answer, the more points you'll get. At the end, the person with the most points wins. But what kind of questions do we have? Let me tell you. Single select, choose one of the multiple choice answers. Multi-select, choose one or more of the multiple choice answers. Then hit submit. Unscramble, you are given a bunch of letters, and get this, have to unscramble it into a word. Ooh. Crowdsource, an opinion question will be asked, but rather than saying what you think, say what you think the most popular answer will be. Type in, a question is given without multiple choice, you must type in your own answer. Abbreviations are fine, as long as we can tell what you mean. And poll, not for points, just to get to know all of you lovely viewers better. Oh, and we have prizes. If luck is on your side, you will win your very own Disney Trivia Live Maglet. There are 2 ways to win. Way 1, get first place. And way 2, finish in the spot that the wheel, I said wheel, lands on. In order to claim your prize, just take a screenshot of your winning screen and send it to trivia@laughingplace.com. Well, that's about it. You understand how to play, where to play, what the question types are, and how to win, which leaves one more thing to do. Grab your popcorn, grab your friends, and get ready to enjoy Disney Trivia Live, where there is in fact trivia, sometimes.
You have to check. You've used.
I never noticed that. Has anyone else ever noticed that?
That is not your best work, Kyle.
No, that is not that.
Also, I did tell him to his face. His face is right there in the profile picture. That's what I wrote down on my phone at the very beginning of the rule. I had that saved for the past 2 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of people have moved on. A lot of people realize, it's not that entertaining. But thankfully, you guys aren't among them. So
Yet.
Yet. It's a great way to put it. All right. So we've got 2 quizzes for you guys today. 2 quizzes. The first one is called Back to Basics. The second one is called On the Road Again. So
What's basic? What's back to basics?
it's
about?
just like the most generic trivia questions you could think.
Popcorn is eating popcorn. I think that's cannibalism.
Oh, it's an abomination. All right. And if you should win either one of today's quizzes or finish in a place as designated by the wheel of I don't have a life, I still watch DTL, you can win your very own
That's harsh.
Disney Trivia Live Maglet and the Laughing Place 25th Anniversary Magnet, even though we're now 26. So get yourselves over to lpquiz.com, lpquiz.com, lpquiz.com as we prepare to play. Doobie forgot to add everything to the stage, but he's almost there. Nope, not that one, that one. And now we go 8833, 8833,
8833.
8833.
That's fun. Ken.
Oh, they laughed at that. It's cannibalism. We are dedicated. Thank you, Nikki B. You are dedicated to us. We are dedicated to you. We are all dedicated together.
Minus the 2.
And I wish they would dedicate it to Pittsburgh.
What's basics?
All right. Let's get it. Basics. Hey, Jessica is here.
I didn't get it.
Come on, Grandpa are here. They would never desert us. They love us.
Mm-hmm.
At least you, their grandson. No, they love me too. Don't be silly. They love me too. One little spark is here. Authentic self. Oh, get out of here. I'm kicking this person.
What's authentic self?
I don't know, but it just sounds too.
Do they speak their truth?
Too pompous. I'm here to speak my truth, be my authentic self.
It sounds the same.
It's fine if you want to be that person.
Phantasmic.
There's no way for me out of this. I'm just going to move on. Phantasmic is here. Caitlin Granby's here. Jenny Barra.
They should make a drink for that. Phantasmic.
Why is Jenny Barra here and did not speak up in the chat when I said is Jenny here?
It's not everyone wants to talk.
Grandma and Grandpa are going to tattle on what you said. I don't think so, Kyle. 10 print Geo. What does that mean? Oh, basic beginner's all-purpose symbolic instructional code. Very good. 20 go to 10. See, if Jenny Barra had named herself 20 go to 10, that would be hilarious. To like me, not a whole lot of people. Anybody else used to go into like the Federated Superstore and find a computer and type a program 10 print
Federated
Doobie
Superstore
20
what?
go to 10 on the computer that they had there? Is that just me? I used to do that all the time. All right, I hear something.
I'm not even sure what you just said.
I know because you're so young.
Federated.
Federated.
What's a Federated Superstore?
I got my very first computer at a Federated store, the Federated Group. It's a store that sold stuff. I don't know. They sold electronics. So come on.
Come on, come all. Step right up and spin that wheel.
I'm impressed you remember what's in that. You're impressed. You remembered the theme song and you were surprised.
I was surprised. That is the lovely and talented Becca Burbank doing one of our best Spin That Wheels. Gideon. If you hit a great place or
suspense. 7.
So Freddie Ramirez just stepped out of the shower and he's in the game. This is why we don't have cameras. All right. So if you finish in 1st or 7th, you'll win your very own set of maglets. Remember when cell phones had limited minutes and when people made phone calls with their phones? Yeah, I do remember that very well. I had some monster bills while I was dating your mother. But it was worth it because we're still together now, many years later. Enough that I can't do the math really quick in my head. Oh, yeah, I read that, Ginny. That is sad. Her ukulele teacher is retiring. Will you find another one, or just, it's time for you to soar without a teacher? That's not really the only way of soaring. All right, we're going to begin now. If one of you guys tell us you're ready to begin, and we're going to begin. I forgot to put the poll in the chat. I'm so sorry, you people.
No, it means we get suspense. You did this as an intentional thing to get suspense.
This is one where it actually would have been helpful for them to be able to think about it.
Shush.
But let's see how fast you guys are. We've got some readies here. Ready. Okay, you're gonna find another one. Good. Keep on trucking. Keep on trucking, baby. All right, we're gonna start the game with the poll. Why, Gideon?
Let's get to know you better. Just user interface. Why is it just like?
It's a different kind of poll today. What's a Disney song that shouldn't be played at a wedding? Your chance to be funny. A Disney song that shouldn't be played at a wedding.
You should do more like thing that you shouldn't blah blah blah.
I like that idea. This is sparked by something Geo put into the Discord, which is going to be the next poll.
Okay. Why does it like pop up with a different font for like a moment?
I don't know why I did that actually.
I think it's always done that.
I don't know. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to read all of these. There's going to be some great ones. Okay, I don't get this one at all, and this is what AI said.
Oh, that's weird.
So Master Gracie is an AI.
That's offensive.
I'm looking forward to what One Little Spark and Madame Leota have to say here.
We got one of them.
I got one. All right, so we got some answers coming in. I'm going to start reading. We've got Little April Shower. Well, I'm going to start reading. Okay. Hey, Madame Leota got me. She got it right. Because she was the same thing I put. We're like this, Jessica. All right, we've got Little April Showers, When She Loved Me, Arabian Nights, Shiny, Man or Muppet, which makes me laugh, When Somebody Loved Me Again, very good one. That is a good one. Hellfire, obviously. Pirate's Life, Poor Unfortunate Souls, which is what I had for my answer. Make a Man Out of You. Geo's in a whole different area there. I've Got No Strings. Another I've Got No Strings, clearly written by people who are not married. And Be Prepared. You guys did not disappoint. The best answer is, of course, Take Thee, Rachel. This is one of the funniest. Okay, it wasn't funny at the time. But, it's one of the funniest parts. Ross, Take Thee, Rachel. He's marrying Julie, but he still loves Rachel. So when he gets married, he says, Take Thee, Rachel, and doesn't even realize it. And then she runs out and, her lobster. All right, someday you're going to watch all of Friends, because every kid does. Friends is like keeps living on through the generations. All right, that's that. Let's get started with real back to basic questions. Gideon, read question number 1.
Question number 1. What is the name of the sorcerer in Fantasia's The Sorcerer's Apprentice segment? Is it Yensid, Merlin, Morgana, or Jafar?
I'd like to point out that so far, we have a perfect quiz.
I think we've had this question before.
We probably have.
Is this just another quiz?
I did not go and look at any old questions, but I also did not make sure I've never asked a question before, because we have done, like 10,000 questions or something? There's going to be repeats.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I should probably question like 900 questions, because we repeat so much.
Why is Morgana funny? So I will admit, all 4 of these answers and the question itself came from ChatGPT, so I don't know why Morgana's funny. But apparently it is. How is this not magical? I'm sorry, Donna. I thought I was going to have something for you to count. But nothing counts. All right, the correct answer is Yensid, which is
actually Disney spelled backwards.
See, D, you can't see my cursor, I S space
DISNEY.
What's that spell?
Disney.
I can't hear you.
You do that on Sunday.
You can do better than that. Oh, I've got to do that. I've got to do that. How you doing, everybody? Come on. I can't hear you. You can do better than that. You just walk off the stage.
Another.
That is Gideon's pet, one of many of Gideon's pet peeves.
Oh,
yes. I remember that, Morgana, the kissing bandit. Yes. For show. Faux shizzle.
Oh, okay. That's the only time it's acceptable, Kyle. Or if it's actually like not good enough. Like, how's everybody doing? Yay. Okay, then you have the right to ask again, but louder or whatever. But it's actually perfectly acceptable. They do it a second time because we're at a loud event. We have to make as much noise as possible so everyone is upset or whatever. I don't know. That's annoying. I don't like it.
I just realized something.
But I like the SpongeBob intro. What?
On Sunday, when everyone is in the room,
Uh-huh.
those out of 1,000 questions are going to be so high scoring.
Maybe you could try and fix it.
No, I'm not. You do not fix a program right before you do a live show.
Okay, lower the point values on the questions a little bit.
Without telling them?
No,
it says at the
yeah,
beginning.
because it says at the beginning, so it wouldn't work either. Because that would kind of be awkward.
It's going to be funny.
You could explain it. You could just be like,
Hey,
but
back
if you answer
there.
within the first blah, 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 then it's actually worth more. Or something stupid like that. I don't know.
I'm going to read again.
No, you can read this one.
What is the name of the only Disney film where the title character or characters don't speak? Is it Bambi, Dumbo, Lady and the Tramp, or Fox and the Hound? Or Eddie Murphy?
What is the only Disney? You said what is the name of the only? That's not what the question
What
says.
is the only Disney animated film where the title character or characters don't speak? Don't speak. Don't speak. Bambi, Dumbo, Lady and the Tramp, Fox and the
I'm
Hound.
going to be watching for typos.
Perfect quiz. No, this one will not be perfect. I did not proofread this in any way. I have my mind on other projects.
Is that Eddie Murphy?
Yes, that is Waffles. That is Waffles.
Haunted Mansion.
That too. And Mushu.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that tongue thing. Correct answer is, of course, Dumbo. Dumbo says, not a word. Bambi says, what happened to Mama? Lady and the Tramp says, this spaghetti is yummy. And Fox and the Hound says, I got to shoot you now. So, yes, they all have words.
All lines that were spoken by those characters.
True story. Look at Caitlin in first place today. Way to go, Caitlin. Moving on to question number 3.
Is this the third question?
Your turn.
Oh. What is the name of the original audio animatronic band that performed at the Country Bear Jamboree? Is it A, the Critter Chorus, B, Bear Necessities, C, Grizzly Trio, or D, the Five Bear Rugs?
Or E, this terrifying group on your screen.
Are those the Moon Rockers?
What?
I said, are those the Moon Rockers? Are my cousins obsessed with the Moon Rockers?
No.
You don't know this?
Mm-mm.
No, okay. My little cousin's obsessed with the Moon Rockers, and he loves listening to the Moon Rockers. And he is annoying my aunt with it so much. It's hilarious.
Which cousin? The younger one or the older one?
The 8-year-old.
That's the oldest one. Correct answer is, of course, the 5 Bear Rugs. Zeke and Zed and Ted and Fred and a bar named Timothy. And
Timothy?
Timothy. The 51st state. What is it? Are you the only shoot? Can I How does the line, what's the first half of the line? You're the only 10 I see.
Are you from Tennessee?
Oh yeah, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only Tim I see. Yeah, they didn't work with the Tim. All right, Basics is now in first place with 3 out of 3. And Gomer. My son is embarrassed.
That was... I just watched you...
Have a stroke, yes, you did. Question number 4. What was the name of this character who was found at Communicore? Is this Tom 2000, Tom Morrow, Smart 1, or Next 5? Are you familiar with this character, Gideon?
Yes.
Because of last night,
Mm-hmm.
I have become familiar with this character. I'm not sure I heard of it before that, and now I keep running into it.
Keep running into whatever else have you encountered it?
Well, I asked for questions, and this actually came up.
Oh.
What is the name of this guy? He's adorable. I wish I would have seen him, but Communicore is before my time.
Was it?
I mean, not my life, but my first trip to Epcot was 97. Innoventions was there.
I just thought you'd like the bathroom decor.
What are you talking about?
Kyle lives on another plane. It's weird. We mere mortals think in 3 dimensions. Kyle's out here going to the 4th dimension and to the Twilight Zone or whatever.
4D chess out here. That is smart one. Smart one. She's a smart one. All right. Related to that question is the next question, which I really had no idea. She'll remember smart one. Basics is in first place.
The next question you have no idea.
To type in. It's a hard one. After removing him from there, which restaurant was he moved to? He was moved from... Oh, okay. This character came up during Parks Talk as Tony explained that Imagineer told him to go to the bathroom. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Kyle also never forgets anything. So after removing him from Communicore, Smart One was moved to where? If any one of you gets this, I will eat my shorts. Unless one of you actually gets it, in which case I will absolutely not eat my shorts. Wow. I'm loving the answers, though.
I don't think they're joke answers.
Oh,
There's no chance.
I mean,
there's no chance.
If we ever needed actual evidence.
There's someone who actually got it, probably.
Yeah.
Well, do we know who Orville is? I'm guessing, is he that guy? Let's look it up.
8-bit, 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 8-bit.
Yeah.
All right. Among our wrong answers here are what? Horizons.
That's not a restaurant, sorry.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Nope.
Showbiz Pizza.
Also known as Chuck E. Cheese.
Electric Umbrella. Mount Everest. Cosmic Race. That's an actual good guess, CSK. Electric Umbrella. Ratatouille. But the correct answer is the Concourse Steakhouse.
I've never heard of this place.
And either it has...
Where was it?
Why am I putting that picture up? The Concourse Steakhouse. That's where the Contempo Cafe is now. So just like right there. The entrance.
The middle?
Yeah. Concourse Steakhouse used to be where Contempo Cafe is now. Exactly.
Okay.
The cafe replaced the steakhouse.
Okay.
Used to be a nice sit-down restaurant, and they made it a quick service. Because the quick service used to be in the basement where they put a sit-down. The Wave, which is now Steakhouse 71.
Which is... And then the top's another place entirely. And there was Chef Mickey's, and then there's that bar, and there's two gift shops.
Never changed.
And then there's 2 gift shops.
So I've read 2 stories. Either they stopped using because he had mechanical issues, or he fell off where he was and fell into the ground and got damaged.
Oh.
So good job, Geo
and Smart One is now dead.
Google for getting that correct. I mean, the duo. Look at that. The duo is now in first place.
Wow,
Geo is in
getting
third.
all 5 questions correct with the longest time imaginable.
There is no rule against using Google. Question number 6. How can we enforce it? In The Little Mermaid, I mean, I used the wrong picture, but the question's fine. In The Little Mermaid, what name does Ursula use when she disguises herself as a human? Morgana, Aquata, Vanessa, or Samantha?
You may think that this photo doesn't match, but it actually does.
Be careful, because there's a reason I have this photo. For a question coming up.
Wait, I wonder if I can tell where this is.
I totally think of Railroad when I think of Little Mermaid. It gets a little less funny each time. You're the meanest person in the world. Don't ruin the question.
I'm not showing. I'm just curious. I just want to see where that is.
Did you get it?
I have a guess.
Okay. All right. So who is... so does this count as a mistake? I mean, the question is fine. Just because I used the wrong picture?
Yes.
Okay, fine. No more perfect.
It's not a typo, though. It's a different kind of mistake.
We love you guys. Never leave. The correct answer is Vanessa. Vanessa. So close. One person had to say Morgana. Okay. I used the wrong picture. There will be a question coming up that somehow relates to that picture. Probably will show that picture again.
Or it'll show
Question number 7.
the Little Mermaid picture.
That's true. In which theme park can you find the Western River Railroad attraction? You got it? In which theme park can you find the Western River Railroad attraction? Which may or may not be this picture. No one says this picture is from the Western River Railroad.
Yes, it is.
But it is.
I will explain the very obvious tell.
Should we give credit for this? Toyco? Whoop. Daisy.
You don't deserve to see. I'll grade from now
That
on.
may have messed it up for people, but maybe not.
You've
Maybe
lost your trivia privileges.
Maybe they didn't catch it or didn't realize that Toyco is a similar way to say something else that's kind of similar. I know. I watched the end of that game.
Wait, did you like cheer?
I did. So, among our wrong answers are 7 flags.
We got yawn. Well, it's been fun.
7 flags. Malihama, Disneyland Paris, Magic Kingdom, Disneyland Paris, and yawn. Well, it's been fun. Don't give up.
Scroll.
Don't ever give
Let's
up.
make sure. Okay. This is Tokyo Disneyland. You can tell because those deer right there are immaculately painted and just exude quality.
It's true. But this is a publicity picture, so it probably got touched up.
It does look really. Something about this photo just. I was saying to myself, like, I think this is Tokyo, but I need to verify. It feels like
So
it has a feeling around it.
to be explicitly says spelling doesn't count, then ruins his own quiz to question it anyway.
That's
It's not a spelling issue. It's a different word. Toyco. What are you doing? Fine.
It doesn't exist.
When it autocorrects to the other word. All right. So the correct answer is Tokyo Disneyland. Let's see what that did.
I need the
To the
trio to
leaderboard.
like make yawn. Well, it's been fun. Autocorrect to Tokyo, so that way they can go. What do you mean we were right? Because it would have autocorrected if I let it or whatever.
Wow. Jessica, you're rubbing off on him. He's getting meaner. Gio's in
For
first
you, I'm
place.
supporting you.
One of the Tokyos. No, one of the duo. One of them.
the Tokyo.
One of them's in second place. Question number 8. Which was the first cruise ship to feature the Aqua Dunk? Was it the Magic, the Wonder, the Dream, or the Wish?
That poor kid.
CSK, you better not miss that. He kind of looks like one of your little friends. Oh, that looks painful.
It looks very
This is
painful.
what Big Brothers are for.
What concussions?
Yes. Indeed, that is part of the fun.
All right, guess you got it right.
Oh, Kevin says, the only ship. Are you one of those purists? Oh, my goodness. Not to give the question away.
Why would it be the only?
I thought he meant only like none of the other cruise ships
Oh.
count. But he means only as it is the only ship that has an Aqua Dunk. And yes, he is right about
Really?
that. Yes, it is the only ship to have the Aqua Dunk. The Aqua Duck can be found on multiple ships, but this is the Aqua Dunk, which is the big drop on the Disney Magic.
Have I ever told the story about how I was doing a quiz in Vibe, and one of the questions was match the water slides to the ship, and I got it wrong because I said that the Twist and Spout was on the Magic, and they're like, no, it's on the Wonders. Whatever it was, they were wrong, and I was right.
If you're doing something with Gideon and you differ from him, go with him.
I don't remember what the quiz is. I don't know what the question exactly was, but it was some question about which cruise ship has different water slides. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm right on that.
Yeah.
I went back and checked later. I'm like, yeah, I was
Remember
right.
what channel had those quizzes we were doing last night?
But I could find it in 2 seconds.
So we were doing this musical. They would play like a theme from a song from a theme park, from an attraction or a land or something. And you
A
had-
Disney theme park.
yeah, and you had to
It's
guess
called
what it
the
was.
Diz Quiz.
The Diz Quiz. It was fun. They
Mhm.
have a few.
They have 6 videos right now.
And the first one we did, I did okay. I held my own.
We started by doing some ride vehicle quizzes, or
I did
chose a
very
ride
well
vehicle
with
for
those.
10 seconds,
But
and
we
you
were-
have to guess what it is.
But we did against each other with the music. And the first one,
First
I
one
would
to
say,
say it correctly got.
I would say I probably got maybe 20% of them.
It's funny. He knew more, but if I knew it like that.
Yeah, I knew it like that. It just can't go from here to here that fast because I'm 54 years old. This is a really good question.
I want to just steal a concept. We did one of those a long time ago. Do you remember? I did the narration. It was a quotes quiz. Do you have any memory of that?
Oh, of course.
Whatsoever?
I absolutely do.
Okay.
Absolutely do. I ran across the audio from it not so long ago.
Correct answer is Lewis from Meet the Robinsons.
But then the second one we did, Gideon just cleaned my clock. It was pathetic. Doobie whipped his head around when Gideon said he got it.
And the worst part, it was finally the boardwalk. Every time I kept thinking it was the boardwalk and I would be wrong. Then one time I'm like, I don't know what this is, like the main street. No, it was the boardwalk. I was so angry.
I'm not sure what just happened there.
What do you mean?
I hit next when I thought I was on the scoreboard, and it rearranged the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I wasn't looking.
Question number 9. That was a little freaky.
That doesn't rhyme.
In which city was Walt Disney born? I know we've done this one before. Kansas City, Missouri, Chicago, Illinois, Marceline, Missouri, or Celebration, Florida? In what city was Walt Disney born? And this is little Walt right there. Little baby who knew that guy would go on, that little baby would go on to become the greatest human being to ever live.
That's a bold statement.
Can you name someone greater? Purely, I'm no deity. I'm keeping JC out of it. Can you name a greater human being than Walt Disney? I'll give you 10 seconds.
A single one? I guarantee you there
5
are.
seconds.
I guarantee you.
2 seconds.
I can't say anyone. If I say anyone,
The greatest human
if I
being
say anything, it'd be
to
controversial.
ever live.
Any name you say, someone will get mad. I don't want to
Just
start a war.
Tony Stark. See, the best joke of is Tony Stark, a fictional character. Get out of here. Get out of here. Kyle came up with the one, but he's not fully human, so we don't count
Andrew
him.
and Jessica.
All right, Nikki B may have the best answer so far. Doobie is a great human being.
Rebecca Mosley.
I love Rebecca Mosley. For me, she is the greatest human being to ever live.
Oh.
But for the world,
Uh,
there's no question it's Walt Disney.
Jim Henson. I don't know.
Overrated. No, not overrated. Wonderful guy. Great guy. He's no Walt Disney. Top Walt Disney. Okay, 2 votes for Doobie. I might have to change my mind.
Benjamin Breitbart.
Wonderful guy. Love Benji like a brother.
Michael Eisner.
Oh, please. Without Walt Disney, there is no Michael Eisner. Oh, Stan Lee. Yes. Another fictional character. Thanks. Maybe that's going to be my next. I have to remember that for next time. Who is the greatest human being to ever live?
Oh, no.
Jesus excluded.
That's not going to go anywhere.
Chicago, Illinois is the correct
Can we just say like
answer.
a religious figures excluded? Prevent that. Just like
That's a
people,
good- that's a good
people who like.
That's true. There are some religious figures.
Yeah, there's
Right.
a lot of religious
All right.
figures in various religions.
I'm gonna amend my statement. Excluding religious figures, whatever I said earlier. Walt Disney is the greatest human being to ever live. Prove me wrong.
Someone said George Lucas.
George who? Would anyone have even heard of him if it wasn't for Walt Disney and Star Tours? I don't think so. Question number 10.
J.D. for Sharward says that people like Fred Rogers should
He's
be
a
up there.
wonderful guy.
Fred Rogers.
See, when I say greatest human being, I don't mean like pure of heart and noble spirit. that
Dolly
kind of greatness.
Parton.
I'm not talking about that. There are many people greater than Walt Disney in that way. I mean impact on the happiness and the goodness of the world. Walt Disney, number 1. Fred Rogers, number 7. All right. Final question.
2.
Final question.
Good.
What is the name of this parade? What is the name of this parade? Chatty made a list, but included Isaac Newton and Albert Einstein, both great people. In fact, Walt Disney couldn't have done what he did without gravity
And Michael,
science.
and yet you say Michael Eisner could have done what he did without Walt Disney, so
But here's the
Michael
key
Eisner could be
difference.
number 1.
Isaac Newton didn't invent gravity. He just discovered it. It was there. Albert Einstein didn't invent science.
You define inventing something.
You create something that wasn't there before.
But define creation.
That's it. This is not rocket science. Here's my phone. This is a phone. That's what's invented. It wasn't just sitting in the dirt and you're digging. Oh, there it is. It's invented. Gravity, always been there. Whether someone found it or not.
Fine. We got a Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, great guy. Not even close. Not even close. Maybe top 100. Maybe.
Top one. Dude. Who is not any presidents up here?
Washington and Lincoln. Washington and Lincoln are two of the greatest human beings ever. Tony Betty, also.
Wait, so you're saying Abraham Lincoln
Yes.
is beat out by Walter Elias Disney?
I think that's self-explanatory. Great guy, Lincoln. Siskel and Ebert. I mean, they're fine.
Alexander Hamilton.
His greatest contribution was giving us the musical. Okay, the $10 founding father, not that big a deal.
Not the bank.
But we got the musical.
Whatever,
That's a big deal. So Hamilton is great because of that. Walt Disney loved Lincoln because Lincoln was great. Walt was better.
Drew Carey. Yes, it's Drew Carey.
How about a map to your house? All right. Correct answer. Oh, I guess better grade. It's not Light Magic. It's not Jonathan. It's not I Can't See It. I'm sorry. It's not Bright Bugles Beaming Beautifully, although that is a fantastic answer.
That's what the photo is.
It is not the Shiny Blowhards or Mickey Sounds Action or Doobie's Paradirt or Illumination. It is On This Magic Night.
Overrated. I've never seen it, but it's overrated.
I don't think it's that highly rated.
They just look creepy. That's my
They
only
do. The
opinion.
Spectrumen are
I
creepy.
don't like them.
They are creepy. I believe you were scared of them in your crib, if I'm not mistaken.
Did they like just show up in my house? What happened?
You've seen this parade. You just don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Regis Philbin. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Walt Disney, Regis Philbin. That is a good one, Nikki B. That's a hard one. I'm still going to go with Walt Disney, but that might be a 1A. 1A. Gideon.
Bob Barker.
Come on down. Hey, look who got number 3.
Look, you got number 2. Oh, okay. But
Geo back in his rightful. All is right with the world when Geo is in first place. And what was it, 7?
I'm going to ask ChatGPT myself.
Wait, what was the
actually.
wheel? What was the wheel?
Oh, the wheel spot was... I believe it was. Yeah, it was 7.
7. So Freddie Ramirez, I don't know if you're 18. So if you're 18, and Geo, trivia at laughingplace.com. So Nikki B has all of a sudden forgotten the assignment and thinks we're looking at the most useless people of all time. And she suggests Martin Short. Bob Barker is a good one. Morrissey, he's giving me a lot of happiness, but he's got some issues. I'm not going to go with. Yes, Fred Ramirez, you are a winner. Trivia at laughingplace.com. You are the wheel position winner. Way to go. Kermit, again, Geo. Stan Lee, Tony Stark, Kermit, not actual people. These are all fictional characters.
Kermit the Frog, though.
Really, you prefer the Smiths to Morrissey? I love the Smiths, but I
One of
think
the
he really
ones
took off on
Chatty
his own.
gave me is Leonardo da Vinci.
Is that the guy without the ear?
Wow.
He was great. He did a lot of great things. I like Leonardo. He gave us the turtle.
Can you name all the Ninja Turtles?
And I can name Leonardo and Michelangelo.
That's about all I could do, too.
Simon Le Bon is great.
We got another Jim Henson. Maybe I'm not crazy, see?
He's good. Jim Henson's great. What did I say? Like top 10, I think? Yeah, top 20. Yeah. There's no shame in being like 25. You know who on my personal list? I mean, maybe I don't know about the world list. My personal list, Mark Kaplan.
Oh, sweet.
Honestly, he is on my very high on my personal list. But
Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan.
That
was it the pitcher for the Red Sox back in the 80s? Who's Carl Sagan?
The name is so familiar, it's scary. Look it up. I don't know.
He's a sci-fi writer.
The name is so familiar, but I don't know. Why do I know Carl Sagan? Look it up.
Why do you? He used to. He met with Walt Disney or something.
Why? Just look up Carl Sagan.
Yeah, he went to Disney World. Well, I'm trying to think of why you might know him. You don't know him from Cosmos or from his books. Elton
Why
John.
do I know Carl Sagan? Why have I heard the name before?
Elton John. Probably because of the Disney connection. Ichiro, good baseball player. Not one of the, no shame in not being top 5. John Stamps, might mean Stamos. Great guy. Not in the top 100. All right, we're going to go on to our next quiz.
Did I already say Steven Spielberg?
No, that's a good one. Oh, Sean Figgins, top 5. Way to go, Bucky. I like him a lot. Y'all are judgy.
Hitchcock?
I'm entitled to my opinion of the greatest human being to ever live, Michael, oh yeah, Sean Figgins played for the Mariners too, didn't he? Michael Scott. Gio is so confused. The greatest human being to ever live, not to ever be written down on a piece of paper. Gio, not that hard. Let's get going. On to our next quiz, which is called Greatest Human Being to Ever Live. No, not me. It is called On the Road Again. Get yourself to lpquiz.com, lpquiz.com. We should ask this in our live show.
No. Anita.
What's funny? When you write all that out, it looks like Barbara Walters. Like Barbara Walters is an animation? No, it's Joseph Barbera and Walter Lantz. So. But none of them are close to Walt Disney. Not a one. All right. lpquiz.com as we prepare to play On the Road Again. 6410. 6410. I think you still couldn't come up with one. Not a single one.
I said plenty of names.
That you would put ahead of Walt Disney?
I said no.
Okay.
But I said Steven Spielberg. That's like an idea.
But you wouldn't put him ahead of Walt Disney.
I think if you would.
Because in
you thought about it.
In your mind, Walt Disney is the greatest human being to ever live.
But was Walt Disney the greatest human being ever, or
was he?
Did he hire the greatest people ever to live?
Was he real?
Opening a Disneyland, he was fictional.
You can't be great without surrounding yourself with great people. That's a given. That does not take away from your own greatness. In fact, it enhances it because you knew how to surround yourself with great people. No one's great on their own.
But is Walt the great one if all the great things he did were in a large part by the people he mentored?
Absolutely, because he is
Isn't supposed to be philosophical?
He was the rudder. He's the rudder. Bob Gurr. See, Bob Gurr's an oar. But Walt Disney was the canoe and the rudder. And then Mark Davis grabbed Bob Gurr and paddled with him.
What?
Jordan, he's a basketball player.
It's a lot of basketball.
And a sommelier. Anyway, we've got Rye, Madame Leota, Jessica.
John Cena.
I've never heard of him. Bobson Roadnut. Drive Geo Crazy. Grandma and Grandpa Carl Sagan. One Little Spark, Alfred 97. Caitlin Granby, Ginny Barra, CSK, A-List Preferred. Lucky you.
Ooh.
Heel John Cena BJH. I do not see an 8-bit name here today.
That just says Heel BJH.
Well done.
Maybe
right.
Carl said. Did you just look up Carl Sagan? Maybe he's an 8-bit character. Do we know that's not the case?
That would be funny. I hear something. Let's do it.
Play Tony.
This guy?
Spin that.
In honor of the announcement.
Spin that wheel.
Very well done.
I'm excited. I have never been this excited about an attraction closure. I can't think of the last time I was. I'll be honest. This is something I'm actually excited for them to build. I think it's gonna be great. I think that making Magic Kingdom less like Disneyland will help me to not just compare the two as Magic Kingdom being an infinitely worse version of the original. I'm really excited, and I think that this will be really good.
I am much more excited than I was having seen the concept art.
Yeah, the new concept showing that there's the layer of water, the separation.
All the water.
The separation between, because everyone's they're just gonna make it front. No, now they're showing the separation. There's Frontierland, and then there's a transition into the cars area, and I like that, and I'm really looking forward to it. I was already looking forward to it, but now it's even more exciting. Let's my wheel spin. All 2.5 inches of it.
If you finish in first
That's
or
generous. Third.
third, you'll win your very own DTL magnet.
Oh, boy.
Let's get started. I'm not going to wait for a ready. We've already wasted enough time deciding who is the best person of all time. Question number poll. You know what it is. We've previewed this. What's a Disney song that shouldn't be played at a funeral? A Disney song inappropriate for a funeral. What's so funny?
Your answer. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of Disney songs. The list of happy Disney songs is way longer than the list of sad Disney songs.
Yeah, there's a lot of great answers here. And the fact that the first two people put the same answer, spelled the exact same way, is hilarious. Not a Disney song, but still funny.
It was in a Disney attraction.
All right, that worked for a wedding and a funeral, apparently.
Oh, no.
You guys are creating the playlist for my funeral. I am leaving this in my instructions.
I would play it.
All right, let's start going through some answers. We've got Be Our Guest,
no. Okay.
followed by Be Our Guest.
And then Ding Dong the Witch is dead. I'll make a man out of you. Wanna be like you from Jungle Book. One jump ahead. Circle of Life's an actually amazing one. I kind of want that now.
I can't wait to have that played at my funeral. Just like the story of my life through the scuttlebutt.
Now is the time. Nowhere in particular. Spoonful of sugar. One little spark. When you wish upon a star. For the first time in forever. A Pirate's Life for Me or Grim Grinning Ghosts.
Yeah, there's not enough time to ponder these. Feel free to use the chat to come up with some other good ones while we play.
There's so many.
I think we can move on from the greatest human being ever lived to, songs to play when he died. In the Discord, it says Under the Sea, depending on the cause of death. That is, as human beings, we have to laugh about death because the thought of it is actually terrifying. All right. On that note, let's hit ready to complete. What's going on here? Let's make sure I missed my click. Oh, we are frozen as a dozen here.
Oh,
hey,
it's there! I actually said it on screen.
Oh my goodness. Ow!
I got a little excited.
Wow. Which Disney attraction featured the song On the Open Road? Ow! I'm going to be ears ringing for days. Country Bear Jamboree, Country Bear Christmas Special, Country Bear Vacation Showdown, or Country Bear Musical Jamboree? Wow, that was loud.
It said it on the screen.
It did.
I don't
even think they could see it.
I've never even seen it. I've never seen it like that.
Becca just ordered a bumper sticker that said, "Please let me merge. My dad is dead." Wow, that's dark. Kind of funny. Gio, good thing I have an AirPod in my. Yeah. If anybody actually needs their hearing repaired after that,
Don't pay for it.
please send the bill to bigcheese@laughingpoints.com.
Yes. Oh, even better.
Oh man, was that loud?
Uh-oh. I was too loud.
Are we still frozen? We definitely had an issue on this end. I don't know what it was, but are we alive?
I like this as a stock photo.
Stock as it gets. Are we alive? Let me know if we're alive. Can't get to my answer page. Uh-oh, this is bad. We're here, but the game is gone, huh? It worked for the host. Okay.
Oh, not okay. Darker than when was the last time? We don't talk about that poll with Broken Chair, right? That was his mistake.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was
I told him it was a mistake. It's like, no, it's fine. And then it wasn't fine.
You miss every shot you don't take. I don't know.
But you also miss, but there's a difference between a shot that you could take, but you don't take it out of fear of missing, and you're gonna miss it. You should not be taking this shot, because if you do miss it, then it's gonna be bad.
I learned a lot from our people on that question, and I'm glad I asked it, even if they're not. Correct answer is the Country Bear Vacation Hoedown. On the road again. Question, number scoreboard. Has Gio in first place. Ginny Barra. You know what I want?
What?
Ice cream. Question number 2.
We actually have some this time. You want me to make you another ice cream that you can eat at the end of the show?
Maybe. Put it in the microwave. Which Disney character
can.
sings On the Open Road in a 1995 film? Would that be Donald Duck, Aladdin, Hercules, or Goofy?
I Fly would not be a great song to play.
And BJH, please tell me you know who this is. Okay, good. Your answer page is up for question 2. On the Open Road. That's what I said, right? On the Open Road. Yes. Yes, yes. Isn't that what the song is called?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so paranoid. You know, my problem is I still have this high-pitched squeal in my ear.
I'm gonna
Freddie Ramirez, watch your language in the chat.
Do you get what that's supposed to say?
Yes, I do.
Yep, that's what the song's called.
All right. What a rush. This is, I don't know if it's hot.
Whoa, our video of this at the Disney 80s and 90s celebration and concert has 25,000 views, apparently.
Not bad. That's 25,000 happy people.
Nope. It's just 25,000 people.
Goofy.
Probably happy people. That's
from the film A Goofy Movie. On the Open Road.
Actually, Max sings it too.
Yes, but he wasn't a choice, so Goofy is the answer there. That was Animal, not Hawk, yes.
Question 1 you had On the Open Road, not On the Road Again. Oh.
I understand.
The Road Warriors. There's a typo in question 1.
Was it a typo?
The song would have been On the Road Again.
Oh, did I say On the Open Road?
There's too many on-road B songs.
I'm sorry. All right, fine. No more perfect quiz. Question number 3.
Please, it's going to get thrown out the window, this question. Watch.
What is the name of the area announced today for the Magic Kingdom's Frontierland? Which I'm glad you did not say. Now you're talking about
Now I understand why you're like, okay, stop. Hurry up, stop.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nikki B. That made you pick the wrong answer? Dang it.
Ooh.
All right, if you want a magnet, Nikki B, let me know. We'll take care of you. We got your back.
Look at that beautiful concept there.
It looks good. They're moving Cascade Peak to the East Coast. That's pretty cool.
I mean, they're building it again. It really is Cascade Peak.
It totally is.
With like even it's like the white number. Like,
maybe it's an homage.
Yeah, they should name the waterfall Big Thunder.
We got a ton of coverage of this,
You
including
won't get wet though.
Tony with a great article talking about the Audubon guy with the glasses.
And Kyle, you're funny.
Straight from the movie. I mean, not much you can say.
But still, just because it's a quote from the movie doesn't mean it's not funny.
Oh, Cruise Ship Kevin, you were so close. Wait, I'm not supposed to say people got it wrong. Someone was so close. And this was our CS.
Yes.
I'm sure it's right. It's just so interesting.
What's interesting?
That they both have that exact same way of doing it.
No, it's correct. Oh, you're saying it's suspicious.
I'm not saying it's suspicious. I'm saying it's interesting.
You're saying it's suspicious.
I'm calling it interesting.
Because that is. No.
We're going to do it. No, we're not.
We can't do it. If you can do it, but then you have to do that too. You can't do.
Well, this one has a wrong word. This one leaves out. No, we're neither one. Neither one.
Okay.
Neither one.
Neither one's fine.
Neither one.
But you can't do one, but not the other.
All right. The correct answer is Piston Peak. He did what on a peak?
To elaborate, no. A longer answer could also be Piston Peak National Park. We counted that because it's a national
Unfortunately, we did not count Piston Point. We did not count
Piston National Park.
And we did not count, haven't caught up on the news yet. So, but for those of you that haven't caught up on the news, if you'd like to, we got a ton of coverage on Laughing Place. We have a video on this very channel by Alex.
Nikki B is asking if they have Coconino on this concept.
What is Coconino?
Is that like rocks or something? I don't know.
I don't know what a Coconino is.
I feel like I've heard the term in Minecraft Nature's Wonderland.
Nothing. What's a Coconino with you?
Yeah, okay, I would have. It's like a rocks.
It's like some sort of a rock formation. Like a band. All right, Piston Peak. Oh,
yeah, okay, from Mine Train. Yay. See?
Good job. Yeah, that's what I found, Kyle, the county in Arizona. Geo's in first place. Carl Sagan's in second place, even though he's been dead for years. I wonder if they played at his funeral. Question number 4. In Toy Story 4, what vehicle do Woody and the gang travel in with Bonnie's family? A pickup truck, an RV, a school bus, or a dune buggy? Oh, Kyle lived there for 9 months. Kyle
Or us.
lived in the middle of nowhere for 9 months.
How do you know it's the middle of nowhere?
I saw the picture.
Arizona's not the middle of nowhere.
But Cocodino is.
Oh.
The police have gotten themselves a recreational vehicle.
Huh?
It's Some Wonderful Life from Die Hard. Actually, they've got themselves an RV. RVs terrify me.
Why?
Because they're large
Okay.
and
Bus.
it is not. I don't like riding a bus on the freeway either.
Have you driven a bus on the freeway?
Not driving, riding.
No.
I don't know. It's like a plane. I'm comfortable because planes are safe. Nothing happens on a plane. RVs, more than -1 RVs crash every single day in this country. So
Probably less than the amount of cars that crash in this
I
country.
feel very happy to just be in a car. I'm like, I'm there. I'm watching an RV. I'm sitting back there playing some cards, having a boom. We're gonna crash.
So wear a seatbelt.
Gonna help? I mean, it's gonna help, but if you're still in a crash.
Okay, you get in a crash in a car too.
But you don't. Your guard is up because you see what's going on. In an RV, you feel like you're just totally relaxed, like everything's fine. Whereas out there, there's.
Well, when you're first off, if you're sitting, you don't like passenger,
I
and
hate passengers.
so just drive the RV. Then it's like driving a car. And if you're riding in the RV, well,
I'd rather
you're
be
probably
driving.
not gonna like it, but
I'd rather be driving the RV than riding the RV.
just drive the RV. What's the big deal?
There's no comfort in. I'm gonna move on. Correct answer is whoa, so close. An RV,
Dune buggy would be
Who
pretty
said
fun.
Dune buggy, which just cracks me up.
I want to see that Toy Story movie.
Driving an RV. Geo feels like an RV.
Oh,
driver
okay,
to me.
fine. Driving RV is not like driving a car. That's fair.
That was
It is
terrifying.
fair.
The wind just knocks you over. I used to drive to Palm Springs all the time, and the RV, they'd have to go park on the side of the road because it's so windy. A gust of wind would come, and they'd be, whoa! It's terrifying.
So don't drive where it's windy.
Take a plane. Take a plane. Safest way to get anywhere. Sagan is in second place.
Safer than
minus.
walking.
Yeah. A- is in third place. One of those Fark and fourth. Anywhere in fifth. But Geo.
Is it really safer to take a plane to Anaheim than walk to Anaheim, assuming like there was like a path?
Well, yeah, because you'll probably die of a heart attack. That's a really long walk.
Well, I have to stop. I don't have to walk consistently. I would die on the plane flight if I wasn't breathing.
I would venture to guess that I would bet any amount of money that planes
Wow.
flying back and forth to Anaheim in California
Mhm.
would have fewer fatalities, no matter how many times they did it, than the same number of people walking back and forth to California.
Okay.
No question. No question.
Purely because walking
I
takes
mean, for
longer,
one
so they have
thing,
more time to die.
I don't. Yeah, more time for something to happen. You have 100 people walking from here to Anaheim. Someone's going to get hit by a car at some point, or bit by a snake or something. I don't think there's ever been a crash between here and Anaheim on a plane. So
Between Anaheim.
yeah, it's a very long distance between Anaheim and California. Kyle, go back to sleep. Question number 5.
You?
Oh,
Yes.
Kyle. Which was the first Disney cruise ship to sail to Alaska? Kevin, was it the Fantasy,
Oh,
the
no.
Dream, the Wonder, or the Fantasy? Idiot.
Are you an idiot? Oh, it's the fantasy twice. Hope it's not the fantasy.
Hint, it's not the Fantasy.
No, now it's a 50-50.
I'm an idiot. Perfect quiz. Hashtag perfect quiz. This has a terrible stutter.
Question:
Answer.
when does Northern California become Southern California? What is the point?
There's actually Central California in between.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's
I would
it?
guess around Fresno. Because we're really central. We're much more central than north, but they still call us Northern California. So I would guess Fresno. It's like central, and then I don't know where southern starts. Maybe
Is there like a line?
There's no actual line.
There
These are
should
just
be.
geographic.
Why not make a line? Like, I live in Southern California. Oh, but now I'm in Northern.
Correct answer is the Disney Wonder. Did Kevin get that right? Yes, he did.
Of
Way to go,
course.
Kevin.
If the word cruise is in the question, Kevin gets it right.
Tom Cruise.
On the Jungle Cruise.
Geo in first place. The Scientist is in second place. Question number 6. A
He's
type-in
a
question.
scientist?
Carl Sagan. He's a scientist. He's a writer, not a scientist.
I thought it was a baseball. What is he?
What film features a van named Guinevere? What film features a van named Guinevere?
I've heard baseball player. I've heard
Carl Sagan, I believe his primary note
I've
is
heard
a sci-fi writer.
baseball
Let's see if I'm right.
writer. Like what? You said so many things.
Oh, no, he's not a sci-fi writer. He's a communicator. He's an astronomer and a scientist. So I was right with scientist, who also wrote, but he was a scientist. And I keep saying was. Is he actually dead? Yes, he is dead. He died in 1996.
It goes on vibes.
Oh, Huell Hauser did a segment. There is a palm tree on Highway 99 that marks Northern and Southern California. Ah, so we have to go find Huell Doogie Hauser and see what he has to say. Jennifer's name has its origins in the name Guinevere, which means Jennifer was a knight of the Round Table. T-I-L.
Scooby-Doo. I don't know. There are workmen working on walls at work, and it's making me dizzy.
Oh, there is nothing worse than work at work when you're working.
There's nothing worse than work at work when you're working.
Oh, man, our building is supposed to be quiet. There's supposed to be no work happening at work during work hours, and there were people doing stuff the floor above me, and I would march down to the manager and say, there are people working above me, and it's driving me crazy. That's not supposed to be happening during work hours. And they would stop. And then 2 hours later, they start again, and I'm back downstairs. Do your job. All right, the correct answer is not Toy Story 4.
They're just doing their job very noisily.
Not
when
Up.
they shouldn't be.
Not Toy Story 3. It is Onward.
Someone guessed not Up, Onward.
Yeah, why did they guess that? And do we give credit for it?
Yes. They said the correct answer. They just
Correct.
By the way, if you want to have some fun, I
heard the channel.
I got bored a couple days ago. So I asked ChatGPT to write a Ryan George type skit on how Disney attractions got their name. And it was entertaining.
I'm sorry, Gio. I actually marked you wrong.
No! What? I told you what?
I didn't do it on purpose.
Fail.
Gio, I'm so sorry. I feel terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go on. I am not the greatest.
Go on.
I'm so sorry, Gio. Gio is really
Kyle Burbank in the top. It's Kyle Burbank in the running for that.
Greatest person of all time?
Yeah.
Oh.
But Tony is.
Tony is definitionally. It's not even an opinion. It's just a fact.
Walt Disney, though. What happened to Walt Disney? Is Tony better than Walt Disney?
Tony is like, okay, we take out religious figures, obviously. We take out Tony, and then we have the rest. All right. It was an accident, Jessica. It really was. It really was. Carl Sagan's in first place now because I made a mistake. In what year did Walt Disney make the move on the road to California? Was it 1923, 21, 19, or 25?
There you see the greatest to ever live. Right next to him, Walt Disney. Yes, Mickey Mouse is number one. It's the they need this little wave, and then they play "When You Wish Upon a Star" over that clip, like anywhere, everywhere,
and it makes you cry every time.
No, it doesn't. Makes me go, really? They're doing this again?
You have a heart of stone.
Play like it's a good time song.
How could anyone wearing an engineer hat not be the greatest man of all time? Greatest person of all time?
That's a bad sentence. I pinched myself. I have this little clippy thing, and I totally just on my knee,
Gideon,
just like
please.
accidentally pinched myself.
Be better than me, please. Correct answer is 1923.
Oh,
$40 in a dream. He moved to California, started a little company. That company's still going strong 102 years later. What do you think they played at his funeral? Question number 8.
When You Wish Upon a Star. I wonder what they.
Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye. Question number 8.
Yo ho, guys, like me.
In what year did the Autopia open at Disneyland? Would that have been 55, 56, 58, or 61? Autopia.
Is Autopia the best?
Person of all time?
Yes.
Autopia? No. Autotopia, yes.
The words that make every Disney fan cringe.
Autotopia. Yeah, they do. Back when there was no guide rail. You drive those all over Disneyland. I think Stitch got one.
Probably did.
They definitely got it off the track.
I bet there are stories of at night after closing, me and the other cast took those cars, had a lot of fun.
Chick magnet.
Action Park would do that.
I can go upwards to 3 miles an hour.
Action Park, they figured out how to make the go-karts go above their intended speed, and it took them out of the road.
I'm sorry, Gio. Gio, this is where you're supposed to say, it's okay, Doobie. Everyone makes mistakes. Don't feel bad. Please say that. Correct answer is 1955.
Dog outside of the Haunted Mansion.
It was an opening day attraction. Indeed, it was.
Indeed, it was.
Question number 8. A-list preferred is in first place.
Remember when I got the Rapunzel restroom music and you were like so surprised?
Yes, I was and still am. Still waiting, Gio.
That was a good one.
Question number 9. A type in.
Ooh, I like typing.
No, all good. I got this one wrong too. Wasn't sure which version. Woohoo. All right. In a certain Pixar film, what does EAC stand for? This is my favorite acronym. Watuski. Always use acronyms to simplify complex ideas. Watuski. There was a criminal podcast about the guy who started Action Park. Have you seen the HBO documentary? So good. So good. Yeah. Okay. Yes, of course we got to give Gio credit for that.
Yes, that counts.
That counts. That does not count.
Every apple counts.
Every apple counts is not the correct answer. You know, the only thing I don't like about Jessica getting questions right?
You don't get funny answers.
I don't get funny answers. Jessica,
so you gotta make it so they're not allowed to Google. So that way she has to come up with
put your correct answer from your head, then put a slash and put your funny answer.
And that way it takes longer, and that way you aren't able to win anymore. That's the real.
Yes, there is a great documentary on Action Park, and it is a crazy story, as you're learning in the podcast. All right, the correct answer is the EAC, Eastern Airlines Current. No, that's wrong. East Asia Current, that's also wrong. Every apple counts is wrong, but East Australian Current, although we gave credit for Eastern as well, is the correct answer.
You go in that in the submarines too.
You do?
I like that ride. Underrated. Last time I was on it, we get back to the dock, and this lady gets on the phone with someone. I was wrong. This is like my new favorite in the park.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Second we get back to
when
the dock.
When did you ride that?
On our last trip.
By yourself?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh,
I thought all you rode was like Toy Story, Falcon, and canoes.
I don't ride Falcon.
With Space Mountain at the end of the day.
I can't ride Falcon because I don't like to ride it after I eat. And the second I get off canoes at 5, I haven't eaten anything since 10.
So you rode Nemo?
Yeah, I did it at close. I was going to Tomorrowland. I'm like, did I ride Space Mountain or Nemo? And then Mountain Space was down. So I kind of didn't have a choice. In hindsight, I should have done Astro Orbiter and then done Nemo because I still haven't done Astro Orbiter because I never want to do it when the line's short. But I would have gotten Astro Orbiter with enough time to still get to Nemo before we're closed.
You do Astro Orbiter at Disneyland?
I've never done it. I want to do it. It's aside from Tiana, it's the only ride I haven't done. And I'm not going to do Tiana anytime soon.
And I have to answer quickly.
La 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 la.
I'm thinking I'm cheating.
Oh my.
God forbid a girl also be looking at furniture while she's playing trivia.
Don't look at furniture. I'm like, how dare anyone suggest you look at furniture while playing Disney Trivia Live?
Fun fact. That's exactly what Jessica sounds like. Question number 10.
Oh, man, what was that?
In a Goofy movie, what lake does Goofy want to take a cross-country trip to visit? Where does Goofy want to go?
It's a threat.
We're almost done, Jessica. You can hang around. One more question. I won't do your voice again.
What's the most annoying sound? I can make the most annoying sound in the world.
No, oh my goodness. I still hear it. You don't have to make it again because I still hear it. I wasn't sure how well known this was, but clearly you guys know.
The dude's like,
she's calling you rude too.
Oh, wow. What did I do? I just sat here and laughed at him.
Rude by association.
Just mockery.
All right. Among our wrong answers are Two Dudes Rude Lake by a very, very nice
That's
lady.
Two Rude Dudes Lake.
Sorry, you're right. Question mark. That one's right this time. Lake Okefenokee. Never seen it. Lake Doopy. That one's right.
Didn't say. I mean,
Lake Tahoe. Great answer. Wally World. Excellent answer. But the correct answer is Lake Density. Lake Density. Or maybe Destiny.
They're not George McFly. All right, let's do this.
Go for it.
In third place, One Little Spark. In second place, Carl Sagan. And first place, A-List Preferred. With our runner-ups being Drive, Geo Crazy, and CSK. And in our wheel spot of third is One Little Spark. Where did Rude Tired Woman end up?
No, that's not who she is. She's a nice Jessica woman.
Not after what she said about us. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
All right. If you are A-List Preferred,
Which I'm pretty sure
or
is Kyle, but I don't know for sure.
I have no
Pretty
idea.
sure it's Kyle. Or One Little Spark.
One Little Spark, or Geo, because
It should have been Geo.
Trivia at
Hashtag should have been
laughingplace.com.
Geo. Is this on your list?
Actually, I kind of like the hashtag thing.
Ugh.
We will not have trivia on Saturday. We will on Sunday. You just have to come live to see it. DaytonDisneyana.org. Please check it out. Kyle, I'm telling you now because I keep forgetting to tell you I will not be doing the morning show on Thursday and Friday. I'll be traveling. So, do we want to do winners and losers tomorrow? It seems kind of early, but if you think you'll do a show on Friday, I can turn mine in, and you can, whoever do it, but I can turn mine in so I can have some too. So I'll let you decide that. Two Rude Dudes, hashtag Two Rude Dudes. Remember, let's get that trending. Hashtag Two Rude Dudes, Doobie and Gideon, the rudest dudes on the internet. Thank you for joining us. We will be back on Tuesday. Until then, we need a sign off. I still Casey Kasem for Parks Talk. Here, let me get a sign off.
No. This is something you have to come up with yourself, and you have 15 seconds. 15.
Until then, keep the cool side cool and the hot side hot.
Is that stolen?
Maybe.
Till then,
It's the BLT.
happy learning.